Hello, welcome to Tiffany Lives Tarot. I'm Tiffany and I make tarot down to earth and practical so you can get proactive about your life. This is your weekly reading for the week of August 24th, 2020. However, it doesn't matter when you see this. If you felt drawn to it and wanted to take a look, then there's a message here for you. All right. This is the extended version of the reading. Whoa! Got messages flying everywhere. Pardon me. I guess they really want to be seen. All right, so here we go. As I was saying, this is the extended reading. What I do in this one is I start with a few oracle cards, and then I do a longer version with my tarot cards. And just to get more details, just to, get into a more detailed grip around the situation. So let's start with our oracle cards. From the Earth Magic deck, we have Waterfall, Effortless. This is a really nice card. This is a card that tells us, take your hands off the wheel. Be hands off a little bit. Don't try so hard. Stop trying, period. I mean, Yoda tells us not to try. We must do, right? I mean, I can't quote him word for word, but you know what I'm saying. And that's what this card is about. To pull back, relinquish some control, and see what comes to you. Your connection to your intuition, it's at its peak when it is effortless, and that's what we're going here. Effortless connection leads to effortless work that we do. Let's see where this is taking us. Now, the 3 cards jumped out of my Wisdom of the Oracle deck. So, let's see. We're going to start with, we've got this Not For You in reverse. We get this card when we've been working so hard at trying to do something and we just can't get it to move, or we can't get the results that we want, or we're constantly dissatisfied for some reason. It's time to accept it. Time to accept it. Stop banging your head against the wall with it. It's not for you, whatever it might be. And you know, this is where that effortless card comes back into play. If you're banging your head against the wall, that ain't effortless. And this is the goal. This is the goal. This is telling you to walk away from that which is not effortless. Next, from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, Fork in the Road. Well, it looks like you have a choice to make. Given that you've got this Not For You card, it sounds like you have to make a choice to walk away from something, do something differently. And you're not taking this lightly, whatever this choice is. It means something to you. It's serious. Clearly it is, or you wouldn't have been working at this for so long. But it's time, to breathe. Breathing is effortless, is it not? I think this is really your key word here right now, effortless. If it's not effortless, step back. So take some breaths, get yourself into a calm space in order to make that decision. And in order to, grieve whatever this is that you're going to have to leave behind. All right, now our Angel Oracle deck, we've got success, exclamation points. So whatever it is that has to be left behind here, it looks like it's the right thing to do. And that doing that is only going to put you in a place of improvement, of betterment somehow, improve your situation. That's fantastic. So at least you know. How often do we have to make a choice and we don't know how it's going to turn out? And it doesn't mean that you know the results, but you know it's going to be better than what's come before. Now we're going to give these ideas more context, and I'm going to choose some cards. I use the Mythic deck, and I'm also using Tarot of the Spirit. I like to use them both together. I feel like this Mythic deck really speaks to the everyday stuff, day-to-day stuff that's going on in your life. And then this Tarot of the Spirit deck, As I've mentioned before, I've been using it for 25 years. It's the deck that I learned on. It's like talking to an old friend, and I like it because it really speaks to the spiritual or the inner work that we need to do, because it's never just about working it from the outside, working on the external factors. It really is all about how we manage our lives and the circumstances we're faced with from the inside out, because every situation is here to help us develop in that way. So the past until today. Okay, we've got the Brother Water and the Three of Swords in reverse. So what this tells me is you've been dealing with a very heartbreaking situation, something that brought you some grief. I feel like I've been getting cards like this for a few weeks now, but I feel like it's going away because it's in reverse. If it's in the upright, then the pain is still pretty acute. But now you're moving away from this. You're getting some distance from this thing that brought you pain, sorrow, and grief. And the even better news is that you're able to start creating again. You're able to re-energize. Like you're moving away from heartbreak and sorrow, and you're feeling re-inspired, and you're ready to share with people who appreciate it, or with a work environment that appreciates it. You're ready. You're really getting ready to start your creative process again, in whatever way that comes through for you. It comes through for everybody, even if people say they're not creative. But whatever things you work at that you really flourish at, that come easily to you, that's what this Brother Water is about. It's about healing emotionally. Water is about your emotions. So you're healing emotionally from this sad situation, and you're feeling re-inspired. Your biggest challenge in all of this, we've got the Nine of Wands in reverse, and we've got the Sun card. So the biggest challenge for you was getting through it. It was really getting through it and trusting that on the other side, you were going to find healing, that you were going to find peace, that you were going to find joy again. When we get this Three of Swords, that is no joke. That's a serious wound to the heart. And you thought that as you were going through this hurt, that it was just never going to feel better or feel right, or you were never going to be able to pick yourself back up again and move on. You couldn't see the sun. You couldn't see the light at the end of the tunnel. That was your biggest challenge. This is now in reverse, this Nine of Wands, which means that you, just like with the Three of Swords in reverse, you're coming to the end of this difficult cycle. And the challenge is to know that it's going to be better on the other side. I mean, let's go back to this Effortless card, right? Stop banging your head against the wall. Let it be effortless. Breathe, right? So where are you at now? All right, it's looking good. We've got the Nine of Swords in reverse. You want this card in reverse. When it's in the upright, I mean, look at those pretty gals up in the corner. They're tormenting this guy down here. That's where you've been because of this heartbreaking situation. It's really tormented you mentally. It's kept you up at night. You've been ruminating about it. And why didn't I say this? How could I have said that? Why did he or she say that? All that kind of stuff. But it is going away. This is great. We've got such a theme here of everything all this bad stuff going away. Why? You probably made a decision. You probably had enough of whatever this was. You made a decision, and now you're starting to feel better. That's the Nine of Swords in reverse. And this Seven of Fire, this courage card, this tells us that we have to keep taking risks. This decision was probably a risk, but to keep taking risks, that this is what's going to heal you, moving away from everything you used to do, or the kind of people you used to hang out with, or patterns, whatever, moving away from that, from the safety and security of that, even if you're not getting treated well. That takes courage. That's a risk, because you at least you already know You already understand the situation and you know your place in it. But when you start to move away from it, that's when stuff gets scary. Even if people are treating you better, because you're not used to it, because this is new territory for you. But this is your card of encouragement to keep going, keep going down. Choose that fork in the road, which way you're going, and keep going. Because remember, we also have this success card, right? So even though it's been scary, and I think this courage to move forward, to take risks, to move into new territory is what's helping this brain stuff go away, this mental, this mental, I don't know, chaos that you're inflicting on yourself. The courage to move forward is what's making it go away. Okay, your advice. We've got the Four of Pentacles for one of the cards. This indicates like a closing off, protecting yourself. If you see the guy is, he's guarded. He's holding his coins very closely to his chest. He's watching over the younger kid and a little bit suspiciously. You might be feeling this way given what you're coming out of. You might feel a need to protect yourself, to protect your resources, to be a little guarded, to not give so easily the way you have in the past, or not to share so easily the way you have in the past, especially with whoever this situation involved. Now, also in your advice section, you got the Magus, which is the Magician. And this is a life lesson card. It's part of the major arcana. And what that means is that right now you have the perfect life conditions. Regardless of the context, the conditions are just right for you to start over, for you to begin again, to create a new situation for yourself. Right here, this cup, this wand, the sword, these all represent the tools that you already possess that are going to help you create a new and improved situation for yourself. And you're ready to do it. Look, he's holding on. You've got the resources. You've got it. You just need to put it in the right direction, invest it in the right places and the right people, the right opportunities. And you can with this card. It's telling you it is time. The time is now. What do you want to create for your life? How do you want to improve it? Now is the time. This other stuff is getting cleared away. And you made that choice. You made that choice. Keep going with that momentum. That's what you want to do. Now, our potential outcome, or where this is all going, so to speak. This isn't a prediction of the future so much as it is letting you know that a major life cycle is coming to an end. This is another life lesson card. It's part of the major arcana, and it's actually the last card in the deck. It's one of the most powerful cards in the deck. When we get the universe, this is an indication of like that a successful end to a long-term situation or a karmic situation, but you're being freed. You're getting the permission, the go-ahead to step through, leave the past behind, step through this portal, so to speak, into a new and improved situation. Yes, that's what this card is about. That's what this card is about. It looks like you made the choice. You made that choice. You're ready to step through. Now here with the Hermit card in reverse, there might be a need for you to withdraw for a bit. And well, actually it can go either way. I'm going to explain both scenarios and you're going to decide, because you're going to know which way is the best way for you. When the Hermit is in reverse, you're either ignoring the signs that you need to pull back and go within to reconnect with your own sense of wisdom and your own intuition and get your bearings, get grounded, sort out the lessons that you've learned from this painful situation. It can also mean, however, that you've been doing this. You've been doing this, and it's time to come out of that now. It's time to come back out into the world and start doing new things with new people. Start recreating your life in the way that you want it to. If you already know what direction you want things to go in, then this Hermit card in reverse means time to come out of the cave. Time to start sharing what you've learned with the rest of the world, or enacting it now on the physical plane instead of just keeping it all in your head. And if you're feeling exhausted, if you're feeling like, it feels good to think I'm moving in a new direction, but I'm not sure where exactly I want to take things, then that means that it's time for you to pull back, go within, and again, regain your sense of wisdom and understanding, reconnect to your intuition, because this road, this new portal, this decision to leave the past behind was the right one. You may not know what's coming ahead in the future, but that's okay, because when we get this card, this universe card, this is saying like the past is over, out of here. Gonzo, done, enough. You're moving forward and you're so ready for it. Just remember, even though you can't see that sun, that light at the end of the tunnel, it is there for you. It is there for you. You've got the courage and the power and the empowerment to drive this stuff away. It's already leaving. And yes, if it feels effortless, then you're going in the right direction. And maybe you need to be in hermit mode until you feel you've got that effortless feeling again. If you would like a personal reading, please book with me at tiffanylives.com. The information is below. You can follow me on Facebook, subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you join my email list at tiffanylives.com, you get a free 10-minute reading just for joining. Thank you so much for being with me today. Have a great week. Let me know how this works out for you. Bye.